following morning, I woke with the worst of headaches. Clearly I had drunk too much the night before, but it was well worth it. After spending so much time obligated to the mine, the idea of being able to tie one on anytime I want to was liberating. Besides that fact, the pain in my head was dwarfed, cast aside by the excitement of my impending destiny. The meeting today would be a huge determining factor as to whether or not this venture was going to work at all, or whether it was a pipe dream. I tend to think it's going to work. Being a raven crone, I come from a family of those steeped in the prophetic. My mother was something of a visionary, person who saw things, predicted the future, told people's fortunes. In fact, she told mine. That's why I hated her. In my mind, there's nothing worse you can do than to tell the future of a person who doesn't want to hear it. I can never forgive her for that. Never. Never.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
Well, I am feeling like frozen horse shit thawed in the spring sunshine, at once disgusted and yet sporting a sunny disposition. Clearly, I tied one on last evening, but in light of the situation, I feel a celebration was in order. If all goes well today, I shall be on my way to becoming the absolute authority on high-quality skooma in this province. If ever there was a populace in need of a strong narcotic substance, it is the populace of Skyrim. The key today is closure of a deal. All of my plans are nothing but farts in the wind without first securing the service of a cook. I wish I knew a bit more about this Karl, but time pressures have made further research a luxury I do not have. I shall simply have to rely on my razor-sharp wit, stunning good looks, and infinite charm today. The real question at hand is, how much is this gonna cost, and how quickly can I recoup those costs from sales? It occurs to me that I may have to enlist the help of Tovis to cook the books. Trust is not an issue. Tovis's loyalty is beyond question. Of more concern is, how much can I reasonably skim off the mine's profits before it's noticed? Running afoul of the Silverbloods is not on my list of good things to do. Yeah. There once was a warrior named Robbard the Black, who came striding to Whiterun with a loot on his back. Yeah, I like that. See, his talent did wash like a sparkling wave, as he told of both widows and maidens he'd laid. I like that even better. What is this up here? I believe I shall investigate. I guess I am in no hurry. Let's check this out. Looks ancient, overgrown. Maybe a Dwemer? Perhaps Dwemer? Somewhat fancy architecture. What is this? I don't recognize that symbol. I cannot get in there. It's locked. Oh well. Probably none of my business anyway. It's a nice view here. I can see why folks would settle down here. It's beautiful trees. Verdant forest. Well-maintained road. What's not to like? I reckon this just isn't a cave. Some kind of barrow. Some kind of barrow I think I would just as soon avoid. I reckon I got places to be anyway. So, let's go see what's what. Now, I'm told that Karl is expecting me. I sure hope so. I don't want to do a lot of messing around. Now, here's a settlement right here. This must be the place. The House of Troubles. It's a beautiful day. Kind of quiet.
May you walk on warm sands.
Name?
Robbard Graves.
That's not what I heard. I've been made to understand your name is Ravencrone.
Then why did you ask, Snowberry?
It's imperative that we accurately record the comings and goings of everyone from this hostel. It's how we secure compensation from the Imperial government for housing and processing of refugees.
Did the chicken sign your book?
What? No, of course not.
Robbard Graves. Write that in your ripping book, you shit stain.
Don't threaten me, Mr. Ravencrone.
You call me that one more time, and I will slap you unconscious. After which, your lovely and substantial bodyguard here will be available to accompany me on what I am sure will be a nightcap to remember.
I've had about enough.
Let him in, Blot, for the god's sake. I do apologize, Mr. Graves. Blot takes himself rather seriously. No harm done, believe me. I understand the need for security in these troubled times. So, what say we talk business? Tut tut, Mr. Graves, let's not be hasty. I understand you are a musician of some ability, and pleasure before business, I always say. First, you grace this establishment with a tune, and then I am all ears. Pleasure before business. This man holds to a philosophy much in keeping with my own. This place is rather bizarre in both amenities and clientele. Normally, such a place would wound my rather delicate musical sensibilities. Rarely do I play for such a small and, socially challenged bunch of misfits, but oh, the acoustics. It's as if Harlot has sprung from my hands. She and I fill the void with such sound as to make sanguine choke. Was astonishing, Mr. Graves. I must say the stories did not do your playing justice. I thank you, sir. However, the pleasure was all my own. I must say, the House of Troubles does carry sound beautifully. Indeed, Mr. Graves, indeed. Well then, shall we get to business? Indeed, Mr. Graves, indeed we shall. Please, join me in my gallery, where we can speak privately.
It is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Mr. Graves, I understand you require information.
That is correct, Mr. Jarl.
Oh, please, Mr. Graves, you can call me Karl the Jarl.
Very well, Karl the Jarl. You are correct. I am told you may know the particulars of a talented skooma cook.
Oh, yes, indeed I do. In fact, the very best. A cat who can make the skoomas of all kinds and whatnots.
That is wonderful news, Karl the Jarl. Let us not pussyfoot around. That does us both a disservice. What do you require in septims for this information?
Septims? I don't need septims, Mr. Graves. I need services. Yes, services.
I am all ears, Karl the Jarl. Impart to me your request, and if it is in my power to deliver, I shall do so forthwith.
Mr. Graves, I require you to deal with some thugs who have seen fit to invade Haldir's cairn. For years, I have used the cairn to transport certain goods in and out of the House of Troubles, right under the noses of those infernal Imperials, but these malcontents have stirred up old ghosts, and it makes it nearly impossible to transact any business. I want you to clean them out, Mr. Graves.
All right. Let's say I do this. What exactly do I get in return for my efforts?
I will provide you with the exact location of the cat.
That is a very interesting offer, Karl the Jarl.
It is it not?
I said interesting, not acceptable. Those are two very different things. Here's what I think, Karl the Jarl. The beginning of any business relationship that is to last must start with trust. And what better way to build trust than with mutual displays of faith? If we wish this relationship to flourish, and I think we do, you must make a gesture of faith as well. It would not do for Robbard to take all the risk. That just would not do.
Ah, yes. I see your point, Mr. Graves. Very well. The cat you need is in the Solitude prisons.
Oh, K's balls! In prison, and Solitude no less. How does that rippin' help me?
Obviously, you must break him out in such.
But he is the best skimmer cook in all of Tamriel. Well, that truly is putting the polish on a turd, Mr. Jarl. This transaction is requiring much more faith on my part than I had intended.
Oh, fear not, Mr. Graves. I can help you get him out.
And how the hell are you gonna do that?
I have a business associate in Riften who has made a study of the Solitude sewer systems. He will be able to provide you with a very direct and secret route to the prison. I will send word ahead of your arrival.
I was not counting on another negotiation, Karl.
Ah, faith, Mr. Graves. If you wish this relationship to flourish, you will need to trust me and whatnot.
Well said, Karl the Jarl. Well said. I shall need a place to rest and prepare before I confront these bandits.
Absolutely wonderful, Mr. Graves. The attic is all yours until you're ready to set out. You will find a cleverly disguised secret door in the basement. The tunnels will take you directly to the cairn.
Well, there is no doubt that this negotiation did not exactly turn out like I had planned. However, it's not all bad. I have the name I need, I have a location, provided that this Karl the Jarl is good for his word, I should be off and running. I found the attic to be quite an interesting space. It was cozy, but completely devoid of any useful furnishings. However, there was a map spread out on the table, and after reviewing it for some time, it occurred to me that this was not a map of Imperial and Stormcloak camps I was looking at. This was a map of locations of various bandit camps and skooma dealers and smugglers and those of a somewhat criminal ilk. I took the opportunity to jot them all down in my notebook. I guess I just kill time in this strange place. Rest up a bit. There's no doubt that the House of Troubles is unusual. However, I get the sense that the people here, this location, could be good for business in the long run. Given time to think, makes a man wonder about the prospects for his future. At $200 a bottle or more for high-quality skooma, and a populace literally begging for such a product, it stands to reason that a man could become very rich. Why not a man like me? Why not a man like Robbard Graves? Selling skooma, making money,
leaving that God's damn mine behind, makes a man think about his future. What would I do with that kind of money? Literally roll it in septums. It's interesting to think about all the possibilities.
Well, I reckon I better get down to business. I do feel rested. Time to get out of the finery. There's no point in going down into a barrow dressed in one's finery. Believe I'm well stocked with arrows now, at least for this venture. All of that speculating on the future has put me in a fine mood. Not very hungry, though. Perhaps I should take some of these potions. No, I dare not take anything. Not stealing things from this place runs contrary to, my inclinations. However, I don't want to do anything that might risk my business relationship with Mr. Karl the Jarl. So we are going to focus on the business at hand, which is clearing out this barrow.
This one's a favorite of mine.
I am a little bit nervous about this. Bandits? Sure. I can handle bandits. He said something about ghosts. Don't much care for ghosts, be perfectly honest. Well, we shall see what we shall see. Look at that, a chest. I don't mess with that either. Mess with that, I'll get in more trouble. And it's God's damn dark. Always dark. All right, boys. Well, look at that. There'll be a ghost here already. Got some dead bandits. You know. Oh, look at that, a key. I do love that. Oh man, sounds like a mess in here already. I reckon at some point I'm gonna have to face the fact that I've got a bounty for my mother I have to complete. I could just burn it. Why wouldn't I just burn the damn thing? Something about it
As much as I hate Mother, this thing I have in my hot little hands, this job for her, somehow I can't bring myself to burn it. I feel obligated to do it. It's that God's damn prophetic tendencies I get from my mother. Makes me feel like it's important. Peekaboo. Yeah. Come on out of there. Why did it have to be her? Last time I saw her, we did not part on good terms. I don't believe I've ever parted on good terms with her, now that I think about it. Probably has to do with the fact that she shipped me off to Cyrodiil when I was like 9. That has an effect on a boy. Guess I can't really blame her. I was something of a creepy child, to be honest. Anybody else in here? Whoa. Something's got these ghosts all stirred up. Here, eat that. Good for you. So I think I'll just have to do this bounty. Slay the beast. I'll bring it to her. Maybe we can start a conversation. Mend fences to some degree. Look at that. What the hell is going on here? Oh. There's a trap in there. Surprise, Snowberry. Yeah, look at that. Eat hot wood, you bastard. Yeah, decent equipment. Some kind of glowing pearl, I'll take that. Don't know what it's worth, but I'll find out. I'm fairly good at finding out what things are worth eventually. Fact of the matter is, I can't simply sit working across the swamp in that mining camp, ignoring the fact that my mother's right across the swamp. She knows I'm there. Last time that shithead husband of hers kicked me out of town. I promise you that ain't happening again. Now this is interesting. I don't believe I've ever been inside a barrow before. Never had reason to. Why the hell would you come in here? Voluntarily. There we go. Ooh. Can't say it ain't creepy. Well, I think the next steps here, we're going to have to travel to Riften and find this business associate of Karl's. I think he's right. Gain an entry into the city via the sewer system sounds like the best possible course. I have to admit I feel a bit uncomfortable about it. Something about marching right into the jaws of the Imperial government. Just, I don't know. Runs contrary to what I would do naturally. Hey, look at you. Check this out. Yeah, look at that Draugr. I never seen a Draugr up close before. Holy shit. It's ugly. It's like all dried out. You see that? Why I hit it, and like a puff of dust came out of its mouth. They say these Draugr are around for thousands of years. I don't believe there's anybody from my generation who truly understands why they were made in the first place, or even how. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances with you. Wonder if there's money to be made in the Draugr making business. Hell, there's money to be made in about anything if you're creative enough. All right. Ah, look at that. Door's closed, must be locked. Gotta go home.
Guess I can't complete this mission. Door's locked. Sorry, Karl the Jarl. Nobody can get in. Off limits. Oh, shit. There's a lever. This will probably open it. Oh, yeah. Well, we must continue then. We are contractually bound, after all, to do this. Wow, this architecture's crazy. Who keeps these candles lit? The Draugr do this? There's some Draugr lighting candles down here? Where do they get the candles? Candles last forever? Yeah, look at this. 1, 2. Hello? You see a buddy go down? Something about these ghosts, not very observant. Wow. Well, if I can get in and grab this cat quick like, using the sewer systems, and get out, then I can secret him off to some place where we can have a real discussion about how all this is going to work. You know, I'm kind of working under the assumption right now that this Khajiit's even going to be interested in doing this. What if I rescue him and he's completely belligerent? He might take one look at Robbard Graves and say, screw this. I'm going back to elsewhere, where I belong. I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions, as usual. Look at you. Hey, let's get up close. Look at that. See that dust? Well, I put the light out in his eyes. It's kind of sad, actually. Let's shed a little light on the subject. Oh, these Draugr actually have money on them. Some of them do it. What's this? A snake. What's in here? It's locked. Maybe I gotta look around for a key, or should I pick it? See if I can pick it. There we go. Aha. Nobody around. So I'm worried about getting flanked. This is a creepy place. Any traps over here? Any traps over here? No. All right. Let's open this guy. Ooh. Oh no. There we go. Ooh, look at that. We'll take all that stuff. Could sell that stuff. What's this? That is quite possibly the most ludicrous looking mace I've ever seen. We'll save it anyway, though. I'm sure there's some gaudy asshat out there who'll buy it. Okay. I think those snakes are indicating what I need to switch these pillars to. If I grab it in both hands, I can turn it. So we turn it to this bird of prey, maybe a hawk or an eagle. I'm guessing that'd be an eagle. That lever, open that door. We got another chamber over here. Ah, so we got whales. Okay, let's adjust this guy. 1, 2. All right. You know, you could invest a lot of time building a whole system of interlocked spinning pillars, or you could just put a God's damn key on it. Look at that. I'm guessing there has to be some sort of ritual or spiritual experience to these puzzle door things in a barrow. Otherwise, why would you invest that kind of time? I confess there's a lot I don't know about being a Nord, to be honest. As Nords go, I'm a pretty bad one. All right. Now, this door makes me nervous. I don't want to get stuck behind this door. What if I can jam it open? Just jam it open with a mace? That doesn't seem like it would do the trick. But if we go back here, there was a shitty shield in here. What was that?
Ooh, someone's here. Someone is here. I can hear them. Let's grab this quick. Where are you? I gotta douse my light quick. Oh shit, there he is. Alakia. Hey! Whoa! Hey, Red God. Come around this way. I'm gonna flank you. I'm coming to get you, Red God. Let's play chicken, huh? Yeah, I'll show you what I got. Let's see who's the fastest shot. Me or you? Oh, looks like me. Looks like Robbard. Looks like Robbard is your better. In fact, I believe Red Gods make some of the best door jams ever created. So we shall jam said door. Few more arrows. I don't believe I've ever shot any of these Dwemer ones. We'll give them a shot. All right. Now, we got running water in here. Good to see the sun, even though I can't get up there. Oh. Now, he must have been in here. I must have opened the door, and he came out. He'd already killed all these ghosts. Save me some time and effort. So it would seem that immediately following this, I'm going to follow up by heading to Riften then. That would be our next stop. We are going to meet Karl the Jarl's business associate there. I know nothing about this person, so we're going to have to figure out how to get connected somehow. Well, this looks like bad news. Holy shit. That was close. Look at that. Huh. That's crazy. Well, there we go. Now, who doesn't see that trap coming a mile away? But what does it do? What's in here? Ooh. We do like gems, nice and light. Is that a hole? Yeah, I bet you a big-ass spear is going to come out of there. So we're going to stand aside. I heard about some of these traps. Never encountered one myself. But let's, you know what? Let's just activate this thing and see what happens. Oh, that was unexpected. That wasn't one I thought at all. It's pretty ingenious, frankly. I'm going to avoid that. All right, now, moving along. I think maybe we have dispatched all the bandits. Maybe just have ghosts left to deal with here. Then we can be done with this thing. Move on. Get on with the project. Oh man, look at that. Old, crusty, dead, ghostly snowberry I gotta kill now. This must be the one I saw from down below, which means he must be the boss. All right. Well, we're gonna go to our best equipment. Only got a few of these special arrows left. These are made by a friend for me here. Somebody in Whiterun made those for me. Only got 22 left, but this seems like a good time to use them. Before I do any of that, I gotta calm my nerves a little bit. I don't want to have some kind of attack in the middle of all this. So we just need to relax a little bit and calm my mind. Okay, Robbard, gonna fight a ghost. You're gonna fight an incorporeal being, thousands of years old potentially. No big deal. Happens every day, right? Fighting ghosts. Who am I kidding? This shit doesn't happen every day. Thank God this shit doesn't happen every day. I don't think I'd make it. It's too much stress. Okay. Now. What the hell? Can I pluck him from here? Let's feather him right here. Ha! Look at you. Surprise! Have another one. That's 2 shots. What happened there? Holy shit. He multiplied. You down. Ow. Oh, there's a fire. One on fire. Okay. Let's end this now. This is ridiculous. I've had about enough of this. Have my axe, you bastard. Let's do this. Come on. Another one. Oh, yeah. Think I did it. I think it's done. Did I just kill an ancient ghost? I killed an ancient ghostly apparition with my very own steel axe. Can't say I've never done that before. Look at this. There's a staff. I don't know shit about staves, but I could surely sell one, I think. Well, this is a rare day. Rare day indeed. Huh. I cleared a barrow, killed me a ghost, did a business transaction, all before noon. I do believe I like this work. It's way better than the friggin' mine. No way I'm going back to that ripping mine. Well, not empty-handed anyway. I guess I gotta go back. But still, I'm gonna revel in the possibilities. Today is a wonderful day indeed. Wonder what Mr. Stacks is doing right now. Not having as much fun as I am, I guarantee. Never as much fun as Robbard Graves. Let's loot this place. I may be Nord, but these bastards aren't my people. They aren't my ancestors. Lovely books. I recommend better storage conditions than that. Look at this. That looks like promising. Holy cats. Don't need a furry shield. Looks like a nice ring. I'll take this. Drum. For some reason that looks important to me. I ain't much of a drum player myself, but I know others who are. Well, I can sell most of this garbage. I have to admit, I really don't understand these ancient people. It's an awful lot of time and effort to invest in just building somebody to bury a dead guy in. And these benches, there's benches and tables in here like people would just sit down and have lunch. In a barrow. I fully admit there's a lot I don't know about culture and history. That is one area in which I am not too well educated. It would be interesting, however, to someday find someone who can tutor me in these things. It's not that I'm not interested. It's just who has the time to study that kind of crap? I'm just trying to survive at this point. All right. Well, I think we picked this place over. Time to go back and talk to Karl. Once we talk to Karl, we should be able to get some contact information for this person in Riften, and we shall be on our way. Oh. First, I gotta not break my neck. Let's jump down to this platform. Look at that pile of rocks is collapsed. Oh, shit. Oh, that was close. Don't want to kill that ghost only to break your neck on the way out. That would be unlucky in the extreme. Look at you poor bastards. You know what your problem is? You are not Robbard, people. Had you been Robbard, you might have survived.
But apparently you are not. There's only one robot. All right, on to bigger and better, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to collect. Time to collect.
What is this place?
It's what's left of the Emperor's anvil. Many years ago, this fort was a home to the Imperial 8th Legion.
That standard looks new.
There are a few old veterans of the 8th that replace it from time to time to keep the memory alive. I reckon that to them this is a sacred place.
The 8th? Wasn't that the Legion of the Thunderhead?
His name was Shullat.
Well, according to the stories, you traveled with him.
We did a lot more than travel, Pencil Neck.
The 8th Legion is famous or infamous, depending on the stories you believe. How on Nern did Shullat join the 8th?
Don't believe that shit, Mr. Trollop, because it's all garbage. The Thunderhead didn't join the 8th. He was the God's damned 8th.
Have you guys heard anything about this new captain?
I heard he's some provincial from Hammerfell.
So we're not important enough to warrant a legate?
Don't be stupid. When was the last time we saw any action here? Do you really think they would waste a high-ranking officer on this dump?
Watch who you're calling stupid, Brand.
You're both idiots. They are not going to send us a legate because most officers of high rank are Imperial. Do you really think they're going to send Imperial officers to the ass end of Skyrim?
What about Legate Ricka? She's about as Nord as they come.
True enough. But she is the exception.
She's just a token Nord to keep the local conscripts in line. She doesn't have any real power.
Like hell she doesn't. She has the ear of Tullius himself.
You're all wrong. They are sending us the captain because he's an experienced fighting man.
Horse shit. You're telling us they pull a legate from command of this fort in exchange for a provincial ranker? This pile of rock is a perfect assignment for some soft-assed Imperial officer. Nothing ever happens.
Think about what you're saying. Everybody knows most legates come from families with money who buy their way into the officers' corps.
Yeah, everybody knows that. It's what's wrong with the Legion right now.
Exactly my point. If they're pulling a legate in exchange for an Imperial ranker, what do you think they're expecting?
An escalation by the Stormcloaks.
Precisely.
Holy shit.
Oh, sack up, Brand. I, for one, could stand for a little more action. I'm tired of walking patrol.
Be careful what you wish for. If they are sending Captain Sheshkala, the shit could be deeper than you might like.
Wait a damn minute, you know him?
Only by reputation.
Well, spill it then. What's this captain all about?
Ever heard of hot steel and cold steel?
What the hell are you talking about?
She's talking about hot steel and cold steel. Hot steel is the leader who fights from passion and instinct. Cold steel is the calculated and sacrifice type leader. Cold steel is statistically more likely to win a conflict.
Well, which is he?
The captain wrote the book on cold steel.
Well, that's good then, right? I mean, we want to win, don't we?
Well, that depends, soldier. Hot steel is the wolf who fights from the trap. Cold steel is the wolf who chews off his own leg. How do you think that affects battle tactics? If they are sending Sheshkala, it means they are expecting a serious threat from the Stormcloaks. But worse still, they are sending him because they expected him to hold the line at this fort.
Wait, are you talking about a siege?
Call it what you like, but this man's arrival signals a move beyond skirmishes into full-scale conflict.
That's right. And if you think we will be sitting inside the walls of Anvil fighting a protracted siege, then you're fooling yourself. I have heard the captain's style is disciplined and aggressive.
You mean we'll be taking the field?
Taking the field when we have a perfectly good fort at our backs. That's what she means.
What do we even know about this Captain Sheshkala anyway?
Very little. But in desert campaigns, they called him Thunderhead, and he's the kind of man who doesn't like to lose. Can turn the tide of battle with his own strength, and is not afraid to die.
May the gods help us all.